Developing at noon, a response attack from Israel, prompting action by U.S. leaders. Coming up, details on what the White House is doing amid high tensions. Plus, a push to create a better environment, starting with yoga pants. In minutes, how activewear is being used to create a more green environment. And new music now available for Swifties. Later in the show, a preview of what her latest piece of work has to offer. This is THV 11 News at noon. Well, good afternoon and thanks for tuning in. I'm Mackailyn Johnson in for Journey Taylor. We've made it to the end of yet another week, so let's get a check on what to expect this weekend from weather. Meteorologist Tracy Bean joins us for the first time at noon. Hey, Tracy.
This is my first time on the noon show, so I'm happy to be here. Thank you very much.
Yes.
We've had lots of weather to talk about and big changes this weekend. We've dealt with 2 rounds of severe weather this week, one on Monday and Tuesday, and then we got a little reprieve on Wednesday, but it was back again last night. But the good news is our radar right now is looking good. We don't have any rain showers out there right now, just plenty of cloud cover. We will have those rain showers pushing back into the state tonight. Right now we are definitely cooled off. We had a frontal boundary push through last night, and that brought lots of cloud cover and it brought the cooler temperatures. 61 here in Little Rock, 59 in Searcy, and Hot Springs you're coming in at 60, and hello Camden at 63. For your Friday planner, we're looking for cloud cover all day long and temperatures will remain cool. We'll be breezy out there as well with gusts up to 20 to 25 miles an hour. Again, we're looking for rain showers to push back into the forecast later tonight, but we're going to jump into what we can expect for the weekend coming up in just a few minutes.
Tracy, thank you. Israel spent the night launching a revenge attack on Iran, with questions now spiraling over U.S. involvement. CBS's Natalie Brand gets you caught up on the latest developments.
Less than 24 hours after U.S. officials say an Israeli missile struck Iran, Secretary of State Antony Blinken wouldn't comment on reports the White House was given advance notice, but made clear the U.S. was not part of it.
The United States has not been involved in any offensive operations. The United States, along with our partners, will continue to work for de-escalation.
The early morning hit was in an area where Iran has several nuclear sites, but the UN's top atomic energy body said there was no damage to the nuclear facility.
Did not hit a nuclear facility. The counterstrike was actually about targeting an area near it, so we can send a message indicating that we will retaliate and we will do next time possibly the actual facility, but this time we're not.
The strike came less than a week after Iran's unprecedented retaliatory drone and missile attack on Israel, the country's first direct assault on Israel from its own territory. National security and foreign policy expert Asha Castleberry Hernandez says Israel's strike sends a message it's able to penetrate Iran's airspace.
Your response showed no international support with regards to intercepting the actual counterstrike, like what you saw in Israel, where you've had the United Kingdom, United States, even Jordan and Saudi providing support to the Israeli security forces.
Iran has been downplaying Israel's attack with no damage reported. Many intelligence experts believe the limited scope of the strike will allow Iran to walk away from further escalation. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
As that continues to unfold, Americans are taking a stance against what's happening overseas, this time with Google employees speaking out against a contract between their employer and the Israeli government. In response, the tech giant fired 28 of its workers following a protest and called their behavior unacceptable. And we've landed on day 4 of Donald Trump's hush money case, with 5 more jury alternates still needing to be chosen. So far, 7 men and 5 women have been confirmed to decide Trump's fate. The presiding judge previously dismissed some seated jurors and has ordered the media to not report on the identity of those currently seated. According to that same judge, opening arguments could pick up as early as Monday. And new this afternoon, 2 former deputies in Crawford County accused of using excessive force during an arrest 2 years ago have now changed their plea to guilty. These images are from that shocking footage caught on camera. Both Levi White and Zachary King are charged with deprivation of rights. And this afternoon, North Little Rock PD is searching for answers in a deadly shooting last night. Police say they arrived to a complex near North Locust and East 17th around 8:30 Thursday. That's where authorities say they found a man suffering from a gunshot wound who eventually died. Officials are actively working to find a suspect and will keep you updated if and when we learn more. The shooting death of former airport director Brian Malinowski is raising eyebrows for state lawmakers who are working to get answers. Malinowski was shot and killed by an ATF agent in March after the agent tried serving a warrant in an attempt to confiscate guns they believed had been in Malinowski's possession. Since his death, the agency has been tight-lipped about the incident, leaving some lawmakers with no choice but to hold a meeting to press the issue.
Brian did what I would have done. He did what most Arkansans would have done, and he paid for it with his life. And for all we know, it was the price he paid for simply being a gun collector.
Now, our team reached out to the ATF to see if their agents have body cameras, but we have not yet heard back. The decades-old case of the West Memphis Three is being pushed back into the limelight following a decision by Arkansas Supreme Court to reverse a previous ruling. Damian Eccles, Jason Baldwin, and Jesse Miss Kelly Jr., each facing conviction in 1994 for the killings of 3 young boys. Fast forward to 2021, Eccles' legal team requested to have new evidence tested, which was originally thought to be destroyed. After initially being denied, the state's high court officially gave that request the green light.
He really hopes that there's a way to expeditiously get this evidence tested. He has no fear of what the evidence might show, but he is still hopeful that someday the real perpetrator will be found.
It's something Eccles and his team has worked on for years and say they're one step closer to getting closure. Now to another case we've been keeping a close eye on. We could soon know the fate of Keshawn Smith, who's accused of killing Pine Bluff detective Kevin Collins. Just before things wrapped up, Smith chose not to take the stand. Lawyers on both sides then presented their closing arguments. And with the case now in the hands of the jury, we await to see what the outcome will be. Deliberations are happening today, so there's a chance we could get a verdict. Of course, we'll update you tonight at 5 and 6. In the meantime, you can follow this story online at thv11.com. An organization here at home is increasing its efforts to help out in the community and is giving us an inside look at its new facilities aimed at doing just that. The nonprofit Our House has spent years working to expand its site. We're told expanding is something that will allow staff to double the number of children and families they can provide assistance to, all through their early childhood center and out-of-state programs. They also say it's all thanks to help received in recent years.
It's inspiring to see how deeply our community supports their neighbors who are struggling and wants to see them succeed and is willing to invest in that success.
The group is also sharing their plans to create another family house, giving them the ability to help 11 more families in the future. Well, it's all about opportunity at Pulaski Tech. Their new partnership with Buttered Biscuit will put some extra cash in the pockets of aspiring chefs. The restaurant plans to open 2 locations in Little Rock this year and will provide up to $5,000 in scholarship funds to future chefs and bakers.
We believe it's important to partner with institutes and local businesses to help elevate people who have a dream from themselves, giving them a hand up and helping them understand their dreams can become reality through amazing education.
The scholarship will be awarded this coming fall. As for the 2 new restaurants, you can expect them to open hopefully sometime this summer. And the doors are open once again for the Williams Library after being closed for 6 months for renovations. A ribbon cutting ceremony was held this morning, showcasing the library's new upgrades. Those upgrades include a new kitchen, podcasting room, and teen center. Mayor Frank Scott Jr. was also in attendance to share remarks on the new beginning. And life is all about going after what you want. When we return, how one man is making his journey with water one that won't be forgotten. Tracy?
After a noisy night, we do have more rain chances in the forecast, but when will we see the sun? I'll let you know coming up after the break.